Hey guys, so I just finished watching Megan is Missing. I almost said something else. I just finished watching Megan is Missing. Shout out to Roses for a Ghost to watch it with me because I tweeted, I was like, I'm too scared to watch it alone. And so she was like, I'll watch it with you. So thank you so much. I think you're probably still watching it at this very second that I'm filming it because I just finished and turned on the camera. But thank you, Roses for a Ghost, to watching it with me. It is on Netflix, so that's why she was able to watch it with me. I was requested to watch it, not necessarily review it. People have said that it's a really disturbing movie, and I looked it up and it's on Netflix, so I was like, oh, I'll watch it. And then people started saying how it was the most disturbing thing they've seen and how it was really scary and all this kind of stuff, and I was getting so freaked out. I was like, oh my god. I watched the preview, the trailer, and I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna watch this? It's so scary. And I watched it by myself, and so I was like, I gotta have somebody else watch it with me. That's why I had tweeted that. It's honestly, the creep factor is up here. Like the creepiness is just, oh, it's gross. It makes me like squirm. It's like heebie-jeebies. I don't like it. The acting was a joke. It was the worst acting I've probably ever seen in a movie ever. It was really, really bad. I feel like it could have been so much scarier if they had casted better people. Granted, they probably had a small budget to do this movie, so I understand that. But if they had casted a little bit of better actors, it would have been so much better. I don't know. I think it could have been better. The storyline is really scary. The storyline is, I'll give you a brief description. Megan is she's a 14-year-old girl. Her best friend Amy just turns 14 in the movie. And she starts talking to this guy named Josh, skater dude, on the internet. And it's through like webcam type thing, but he doesn't have one. So he just like looks at her. It's so creepy. And they talk, and then they decide that they're gonna meet up. And so he's like, hey, do you want to meet behind this diner? I'm assuming we're all smart enough here that I'm not gonna offend anyone by saying how stupid can you be? Yeah, I'll meet you behind that diner where nobody goes. No problem. That just seems ridiculous to me. If somebody was like, hey, let's meet, and I had never seen them before, first of all, I would never do that because I'm a taken woman. But if somebody had like, I don't know, that seems so creepy. Granted, I did meet my fiance on the internet. I had met him in person before we started chatting online, so that's my defense there. But technically, we started dating on the internet. It was weird. But I had seen him in person in high school before that, so I knew he actually existed. This guy in the movie didn't even have a webcam or something, and so she had no idea what he looked like. She goes behind the diner like a dumbass and gets dragged off by this guy because you see the security footage. The production of this movie, like the producing, the directing was, I don't know why I mean, maybe it has a point, I just didn't get it, but it like, when it shows the security footage, it like zooms it in 100 times. And then it goes through the whole thing where she's abducted, zooms in 500 times, and it goes through the whole thing again. It's like 5 minutes of security footage. And I was like expecting to jump. I muted my TV. I was like, okay, what's gonna happen? I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It was weird. The whole setup of the movie's weird. It's supposed to be like collected found footage type thing with webcam footage, cell phone video footage, and then video camera footage, which her friend Amy got a new video camera and they were like recording. She was doing a video diary, all this kind of stuff, just taking it to parties. Actually, she didn't take it to a party. Somebody else was filming. I don't know. It was weird. So it doesn't really get scary. Nothing really happens until about halfway. It doesn't get scary until the end. Oh my god. It was horrifying. Like, I felt so uncomfortable. I was like, oh, I can't do it. Cannot watch it. Gross. It was, oh, for those of you who are squeamish about this, there is a rape scene, and she's 14, and it's not vivid in any way, but it's, I mean, there's no like, it's not super morbid, but obviously the concept, you get what's happening in the scene, and it's absolutely mortifying because he puts the camera on her face, and so you just see her face the whole time it's happening, and it's, oh, It's really disturbing. I just felt so bad, but honestly, this happens all the time, and that's what's really disturbing about the whole thing. Happens all the time, and it's really, really sad that girls, young girls, especially insecure girls, will look to the internet for guys that just aren't looking for the same thing, you know. They're not looking for a girlfriend or a love. I mean, some maybe on those dating sites, but on these kind of chatty, chat roulette, like video chats, I don't know. I don't feel like it's legit. I don't know. This movie just made me feel really uncomfortable. It's definitely turns horror at the end, because when I first started watching it, I was like, oh, I'll probably review it. And then I was like, this isn't really a horror movie, it's just like creepy. And then at the end, I'm gonna give you guys a warning, because some of you gave me a warning when you told me to watch it, and there's this barrel scene. When you see the barrel, you know when to cover your ass. I am so sensitive to that kind of thing, like deformed faces or dead faces that are like creepy. I feel like I have to check behind my shoulder right now, because I'm like weirded out by this, talking about it. I just can't. It's like talking about The Ring. I don't like it. So there is the barrel scene. That's the scariest part of it. And then after that, it's like literally 20 minutes. I counted, actually, it's probably, I didn't count like legitimately, but I looked at how much was left of the movie. Almost the entire last 20 minutes is like him digging a hole. Just digging a hole in the dirt. Like for 20 minutes, that's all you see. 20 minutes. I didn't understand this directing. I kind of got it with the desperation of the girl trying to plead her way out of the situation, and I got that, but we don't need 20 minutes of that. We can handle at most 10 minutes of him digging a hole. I mean, we don't need any more than 10 minutes. If that. 10 minutes is pushing it, let alone 15 to 20. That's crazy. So that was I was like playing Tiny Tower on my phone. I'm like, are you done digging a hole? Are you done? Because I got stuff to do today. So it was, that kind of dragged on a little bit. But I don't really recommend this movie unless you want to feel really sick and uncomfortable and weirded out. I do think it's, I don't know, it's, it could be somewhat of a message to young girls, like for a scare factor. If you want to scare your little sister, your daughter, whatever, into not chatting with guys on the internet, that's the way to go, if that's even an issue with her. But this does happen, and it's really gross. I think it's disgusting that guys like that actually exist, and it just boggles my mind. It's so sick. I don't know. It's so gross, and sorry, I'm just really weirded out by this movie. I keep saying the same thing, but this movie is really, really strange. It's a message, but it's not well done in any way, so it's not. It's only scary for those who are easily sensitive, like me, to those kind of face issues. With the barrel, that was freaky. Otherwise, and if you're like creeped out by like weird things, I don't know. I think everybody would be creeped out when you watch this movie, but if that's the kind of movie you're going for, it's not straight up horror. It's not really like that. It's a drama, not really a drama. I don't know. You watch it for yourself. I'll have a link to the trailer down below. I'll have a link to it on Netflix down below if you want to look it up on there, see the ratings, all of that. I would give it a 2 out of 5 stars, only because the creep factor at the end is pretty high, and that's good in a horror movie sense. When you're looking at it from a horror perspective, that's a good thing, but honestly, overall, it was so gross that I don't really feel the need to watch it ever again. It's not one of those, like, that was great, I'm gonna watch with my friends next and show everybody. Not one of those, so I give it 2 out of 5. Maybe 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. 1 out of 5. I don't know. Really low. I hardly ever do negative ratings. I'm not necessarily saying it's a horrible movie, but it was pretty bad in the acting sense, and the producing and the directing and all of that kind of stuff. Wasn't a fan. Creepiness, pretty good. I give it a 5 out of 5 for creep. That was gross. I'll have you check it out for yourself. At least watch the trailer. The trailer freaked me out a little bit. And I was kind of scared to watch it, so I'll have you check it out down below. Please feel free to request more movies for me to watch down below. I'm still debating Human Centipede, guys. I really don't know if I want to do Human Centipede. Definitely not the second one, but I think I can bring myself to watch the first one. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about Human Centipede if you want me to do a video on it, but leave requests down in the comments or email me or Facebook me. Any of that, I'll have it all linked down below, and I hope you enjoy your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.